A. Brain boosters. Boost the power of the developing mind. Storytime. Storybela. Story by Eric Rebarber.
Storybela, what kind of name is that?
In a land far, far away, in a time between times, in the most wonderful of all kingdoms, after ages of waiting and waiting, the entire kingdom finally could come out to celebrate the arrival of their long-awaited princess.
Was the princess named Storybela?
A beautiful baby girl, the final chapter to an ageless story of love and hope that led to this moment in time out of time. So her name was chosen to be just that, this beautiful story, a name to inspire and to remind the whole wide world of this beautiful story of love and hope that finally gave their kingdom a princess.
Oh, I see. Bella means beautiful. So Storybela, beautiful story.
For thousands of years, the royal family had ruled the land wisely and fairly. But then, a few hundred years ago, the line took a sudden change. At the time, the beautiful princess Jetsun Long was promised to marry the apparent next king, Junhai. But she turned down Junhai and married her true love, Junhai's brother, Chun.
Drama in ancient times. Well, at least she married her true love.
Chun was so angry that he exiled himself from the kingdom. Before he left, he publicly declared his outrage to the whole kingdom and prophesied that their love would never be fulfilled. He foretold that the dragon on their country flag would come to life and visit the next female child born to them or any future king and queen. The dragon would steal away the girl's ability of understanding a single word that anyone ever spoke to her.
Without understanding words, would the princess ever find happiness?
Storybela was the first female child born to any king and queen since those times so long ago.
She was the dragon princess.
They prayed with the monks every morning of every day of every year to find divine protection for their child. They organized the royal police to protect their child every minute of every hour of every day.
Did they stop the dragon from coming?
Storybela continued to grow up, happy and oblivious to any danger from any dragon, from anyone, from anything.
Great. The dragon never came.
Then one day when Storybela was just about 2 years old, the people of the mighty kingdom saw a fiery dragon fly over the castle and tumble the flag on the highest steeple off to the ground far below.
The dragon arrived. Hide, Storybela.
The king and queen ran to Storybela's side, only to find her playing quietly.
So, no problems.
But as the days flowed by, something had changed. Something had changed in Storybela. She stopped talking, seemed always aloof, did not respond to her name when called anymore, would not maintain eye contact, ran around constantly, flailing her arms up and down, repetitively stretched her hands and fingers awkwardly, did not play with other children, not interacting with them directly, mostly just playing around them.
What happened? Poor Storybela.
She seemed isolated in her own little world.
Help her. Let's find her help.
The king and queen sought help from monks, magicians.
Could they help?
From doctors, psychiatrists, pharmacists, therapists, anybody with an idea.
Did they help?
People came from all over the world to help. But nothing gave a quick cure. Nothing changed her back instantly. Nothing seemed to be helping.
There must be something that can be done.
Seeing Storybela like this was very painful for the king and the queen. They worried that she would not be able to understand when others spoke to her. They worried she would never speak again. They cried and cried and cried, thinking she would never be able to find happiness in her life.
No, it can't be. There must be a way.
She would learn some things, then seem to forget, then learn it again. 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. So frustrating. She couldn't catch a ball tossed to her. She couldn't feed herself. She couldn't write neatly. She couldn't bathe herself. Yet,
Give her time. She can learn.
then the wisest people in the land decided what to do to teach Storybela to live. Yes, the king and the queen themselves. They took all they had heard from the monks and the doctors and the psychiatrists and the therapists and the friends in their family and everyone who weighed in their ideas and realized time was the key. There was no mystical dragon attack. This was a medical condition called autism. Unfortunately, very common in the kingdom. So they set out to teach Storybela everything, slowly, repeatedly, over and over again until it stuck, until she learned.
Yes, let's do it.
They gave her deep massages to awaken her muscles and body awareness. Rather quickly, she learned to swim. She loved frolicking in the water like a wet cat pawing at the waves. They pushed her to crawl and exercise, strengthening her motor skills. And with a lot of dedicated effort, she learned to ride a bicycle without training wheels. This was her most favorite thing to do. They guided her with love and understanding, yet firmly pushing her to relax, be calm, take control of her actions. And with time, she started to be more in control and even talk again.
Yeah, I knew she could do it.
Life was not easy for the king or the queen or Storybela. It took hard work and lots of patience. But over time, with plenty of repeating and demonstrating and practicing again and again and again, she learned to do many everyday things that you and I take for granted. Some are still a problem, but life goes on. She can now understand what others speak to her, and she can talk clearly to others and live a normal life. Dragon or no dragon, her happiness is now completely in her own control. Autism or no autism.
The end.
Subscribe now to A Brain Boosters right here on YouTube. And please send in your comments. Thank you. Send directly to my email at latineric@gmail.com. Any requests, any suggestions, any help that you need, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.